Alright, what's up, guys? So it's your favorite watch YouTuber here. So I'm gonna be giving you guys a
big ass forehead
Invoked Dogmatika Eldlich profile. I've been testing it for the past
those my Alistair's
past few days, and I really like the build. I like the Eldlich engine specifically because my friend Ben on his channel, he's posting a Invoked Dogmatika Shadal build. I personally prefer the Eldlich engine. I think it's very fun. I think it's really grind oriented, and I like it a lot. It's a little bit more on the monkey side though, but that's okay. So this deck is very subjective, and very open to change. I'm probably going to change this build within the month of me playing it, but this is what I have now. So I want to show you guys something. It's a 45 card main, and we start off standard ratio. 3 Alistair, 2 Invocation, 3 Meltdown. I don't need to justify it. It's your primary normal summon of the deck. No Terraforming. No Terraforming. Alright, that's it for the Invoke engine. So we play the 2 Eldlich. 2 Eldland. I really like Eldland because sometimes you're going first and you do have to force that -2, bro. It does come in play and it's useful. And it is good. Like, sometimes it's good on top deck.
Secret Eldliches?
Sheesh, German?
Whose are those?
Mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight out of my collection, huh? All secrets?
Yeah, we play 3.
Ooh,
Alright, so we play 3 Conch. We play 2 Hakuero. We play this. This is pretty standard. 2 Hakuero. Yeah. Sometimes, like, it's very rare that I feel like I need 3, and like when I open it compared to Conch, I am pretty sad. We play the 3 Sanguine, and we play the 1 Elixir. Actually, I like Elixir. I think it's a really nice search whenever you're deep, and the fact that I can like use it my first turn, for example, it's really useful. So like I open this and Eldlich, I'm not forced to like use its discard effects in order to get it on board.
Also, White's pretty good playing around Call By.
Yeah.
And DD Crow.
Mm-hmm. And that's it for the Eldlich engine. So we play 3 Ecclesia. This is something that's very subjective to change. I'm debating on maybe playing 2. I play this with Nadir. You'll see here in a second. I play 2 Punishment. I don't know how many of this I want to see. Because sometimes when I see too many of Ecclesia, I'm like, bro, this shit's tough. So we'll see. I play the 1 Maximus and the 1 Fleur. I like Maximus. I think it's very useful and it's very helpful for the Winda combo.
How do people cut that card?
I don't. I like it as an extra body as well. It helps to get things like Verte out.
Also, you can make Winda a lot. If you open the Deer server, it's Winda plus Flare.
I think Flare is really strong for not only helping go for game in this deck because I don't play access code.
Yeah.
But it also is a effect dealer, and I think it's really strong in this format.
Yeah. What makes you not play the Celine access code package?
Sometimes, I'm sure it could come up. The extra deck is one of the things I'm the most objective about. It's just hard and tight, and like I try to cover as many things as possible with the extra deck. And I think the deck can pretty much OTK pretty well, but I think it can pace a really good grind game to where it doesn't have to blow out its opponents and commit all its resources to it. Right. When I could just summon Eldlich plus like Fleur, for example, and that's like how much? That's 3,000 plus. That's 65 on board right there.
Right.
Plus Mecha Bow or any fusion I can get off Invocation I can loop, you know? So that's my opinion on that. I haven't had trouble OTKing really. However, that could definitely change with more matchups I play. Play the 3 Nadir and play 2 Punishment. I play 2 Punishment partially because I play 3 Ecclesia, 3 Nadir. I don't want to have Nadir and be like, fuck, bro. Ecclesia is useless, you know? Like,
yeah, it's fair.
Besides just extra body, having a search that you can do to get a trap that can help set up, or like, say you're going first and you already have like Fleur in hand for chances you can open it. You get Punishment. Now you can set up Natis for the next turn. So now you have 2 pops off this 1 card that you searched.
Yeah.
And that's it for this. Now I play Dragoon. I play Dragoon partially because I don't own DPE. This is Ben's Dragoon package. He's actually borrowing a DPE. I don't think you have to
call me out like that.
If you already own a Dragoon, I don't think you need to force yourself to do DPE. Excuse me. DPE is definitely the better package overall. I think, especially in this type of build. However, sometimes the Dragoon does come up where it's very useful. Like Dragoon is a card, and it has win me games by literally just like dropping your Dragoon. And actually, it's useful for OTKing as well. I've got a few OTKs off of just Dragooning when otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Right.
Play 2 Tactics. I play 2 Tactics. It's just a flex spot. It's okay when it comes up, but I don't want to see it too much. And we play the 1 Schism. This is just for the app clone that you search in the construct. Really strong. Windows is really good this format.
Now you search that off of the app clone.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you said never mind.
Yeah, you're good. So we play 3 in front. So only hand trap I genuinely play. The only thing I'm subjective to change is maybe adding Valor to the main, because sometimes being able to interrupt them more on their turn is really nice. However, some decks can just play through that shit, and it's tough. Now you play 2 Tiki. This is a spot that I like because it can help clear boards, and it doesn't matter too much if I wipe some on my board, because I have things like Dragoon, I have things like Eldlich with a 3500, and I also have Winda, and it's just nice as an explosive card to kind of clear boards. And then the 3 Solemn Strike. I really like Strike. I think it's a really strong disruption card. Negate, really good versus Striker, versus good to pretty much any deck.
It's one of the best cards in the format.
Yeah, that's the 45 for the main. Moving on to the extra. So this, I actually play Secure Gardna instead of Artemis, even though Artemis is more flexible. And I do that because say you open up Ecclesia.
It's a proxy. Sorry.
Yeah, it is a proxy. I actually do play Gardna,
didn't mention that,
but you can play either one. Yeah. But you go Almirage, send for Artemis, and that way you can, if you have Maximus in hand.
You send for Secure Gardna.
Oh, that's the other way around. Yeah, send that, summon this, and you do that because if you open up Maximus or you don't have a way to send initially the cards, or say you open up Ecclesia, you can still get your window lock. One link spot of this just because we play the traps, play the Verte Anaconda. Don't have to explain that. Play 2 Mechaba. I like 2 Mechaba for the grind game, and it's very useful. There's been a lot of times I'm like, fuck, bro, if I had a second Mechaba, I won.
Yeah.
Play the 1 Purgatrio, House for OTKs, and I play Anoides. We play the Ragin. We play this solely just because of Flunderies.
How do you feel about Purgatrio?
Not as useful as I want. If there's anything I was going to cut, I would cut that for the access code Selene package. But I'd have to play Valor at that case. So we'll see.
I mean, at that point, like, you'd have to cut. No, you don't have to play Valor for the Selene.
Oh, you don't? Well, for the Needle Fighter.
Everything in your deck's spellcasters except Eldlich.
That's fair. It's just nice to. I was thinking the Needle Fighter route, because that's what I usually played in the build. So you play the 1 Construct, 1 Window, 1 Abclone. You don't need to play more. Sometimes the second window does come up. However, usually you won't need it. Also, mind the random sleeves. I just didn't want to re-sleeve this. So that's why I have the same sleeves. 1 Natis, 1 Titanclad, and then Dragoon. Just the sendable targets. Nothing really to explain about that.
Right.
And now onto the side.
Is there anything you wish you could, like, play more if you had room, or... I know Intis comes up for me sometimes, or if I had a second one, it'd be so fat, but... Yeah,
sometimes Natis, sometimes the second window, and just the access code package is really it.
Yeah, like, the access code package is nice, but it's just, like, you don't need it. You know?
Alright, now for the side, this is a flex spot nib. I don't know how I feel about this format. Ben despises it. I still think it has its versatility. I don't know. I would end up cutting...
Everybody just plays around with this format.
I would definitely cut something for Solemn Judgment if I could, because I think Solemn Judgment is really nice to help protect my board, especially games 2 and 3, because I don't play the Heavenly card that protects your back row and things like that. Because I don't play too monkey flip, but I play enough where people are going to want to put side back row hate, you know?
Right.
3 Twister. Twister's so good. Hell's Against the Pro Order, bro. There's so many people playing this format. You have to be able to hit
Sword Soul, Trap Lich, like...
Dark Rule. This card is so good, and it's only going to get better. I think you have to play this at 3 in the side, because you don't care about OTKing if you fuck up all their... Because a lot of the decks that are, like, pushing a crazy advantage board, like a crazy board of, like, negates and stuff like that, like PK, they don't have a good grind game, bro. If you can break that board, they're pretty much screwed. Especially if you're making them send cards out of their extra deck as well.
Also, you don't care about doing damage. You just want to, like, break their board and get control of the game state, because you're going to win eventually.
Advantage is the name of the game. And 3 draw. And 3 lands, yeah.
Yo, is that my 2 ultras and 1 combo?
Yo, dude, I just don't want to get my goals, dude. I don't want to sleep them, bro. Relax. But, yeah, so that's what I think, dude. I think, honestly, Eldlich is an MVP of this deck. I have to play against some more explosive decks. I've been primarily testing versus Sky Striker, Phantom Knights, and his build of Invoked Dogmatika Shadal. I think Eldlich fucks on Invoked Dogmatika Shadal.
I'm sorry my win con doesn't hurt you.
That's tough, bro. My win con hurts you, I guess. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. So thank you.
I clear your back row and you just banish them anyway.
That's great. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching it. We'll definitely update that build, give it a month or so, and when I get some of the cards that I'm missing, and I feel confident with my ratios. But until then, I'll see you all next time.
Also, by the way, I can't fucking kill him to save my life, dude. God damn it, he always has a trap.